You know, being Spider-Man isn't all swinging through skyscrapers and fighting Sometimes, life throws you a real curveball, or in my case, a yarn ball. It all started on a pretty normal Tuesday. I was chasing Shocker through Midtown, you know? The usual when he zapped a craft store. Bad move? Herman, the whole place went up in a puff of glitter and alpaca wool. I webbed him up. But not before I got tangled in a massive, rainbow-colored yarn display. When I finally wriggled free, I found this fancy invitation stuck to my suit. It read, "Congratulations, contestant, welcome to the Global Grandmaster Knitting Gauntlet." Apparently, in the chaos, ID accidentally registered by faceplanting into the sign-up sheet. My spider sense didn't even tingle. I tried to explain, but the event organizer, a very intense woman named Madame Web no relation, I checked was having none of it. "The threads of fate have woven you into this contest," she declared. "You cannot refuse." So there I was, in my full Spidey suit, sitting between a sweet old lady from Japan who could knit a scarf in 20 seconds flat, and a stoic Icelandic man who was crafting a life-sized wool Viking ship. My first challenge, the speed-stitch sweater. I'd never held knitting needles in my life. I tried to use my webs, thinking, hey, it's a type of thread, right? Big mistake. I ended up with a sticky, webby mess that looked less like a sweater and more like a melted marshmallow. I barely scraped by, thanks to what the judges called unconventional material usage. Things got weirder. The next round was synchronized sock knitting, which was basically water ballet with needles. I was paired with a champion knitter from Scotland who kept muttering about my atrocious tension. My spider agility actually helped me here. I was flipping and twisting, dodging dropped stitches, and somehow we managed to create a pair of mismatched, but structurally sound, socks. The crowd went wild. They thought it was part of the act. By the final round, I was a local celebrity, the Stitcher of NYC, they called me. I was up against the reigning champion, a mysterious figure known only as the Pearlfector. The final challenge. Knit a tribute to your hometown. Everyone expected me to knit a skyscraper or a yellow cab, but I thought about what New York really is. It's not just buildings, it's people, it's resilience. So I started knitting. I didn't use any fancy patterns. I just wove. I used my own webbing, combining it with threads of every color I could find. Red for the heart of the city, blue for its dreams, gray for its grit. My creation wasn't a perfect sweater or a neat pair of socks. It was a chaotic, beautiful, messy, and incredibly strong net. It looked like a giant, colorful spider web, connecting everything together. It was New York. I didn't win the golden yarn ball. The Pearlfector's knitted Statue of Liberty was technically flawless, but as I stood there with my web of colors, Madame Web came over. She smiled and said, "Some creations are not about perfection. They are about connection." And looking at the crowd, at all these different people from all over the world, cheering for a guy in a spider suit who couldn't even cast on properly, I realized she was right. Sometimes, the best thing you can do is just get tangled up in something new and see what you can create. It might not be perfect, but it'll be yours. Anyway, I gotta go. I think I see Craven the Hunter trying to poach squirrels in Central Park. And this time, I'm bringing my knitting needles. Thanks for watching, everyone. Catch you on the flip side.